What up, YouTube? Webhead Mike here, and over the past weekend, I got to introduce a friend of mine and his wife to a movie I thoroughly enjoyed called Brahmastra, Book 1, Shiva. Now, by the time we got to see it, I had previously seen it in theaters, and then when we finally got to see it, it had gone from Hulu to Disney+. But what wasn't available before, as it is now, there is an English dub of it, and it was fine. I still prefer the original with subs because it just seemed to hit a lot better. But still, it was a fantastic experience. They both loved it. And it's amazing how no matter what Indian movie I share with my friends, it always hits with them. Like, I am convinced the only thing separating Bollywood, Tollywood, and Sandalwood from Hollywood is attention and recognition. The moment that happens, I think we might begin to start seeing some more proliferation in our theaters, so to speak. So, Brahmastra is about these astras, or these weapons of old, that have been passed from generation to generation, and above all of them is the Brahmastra, which houses the very forces of creation and destruction within it. And it had previously been broken into three pieces, with two of them being kept with a secret order called the Brahmanch, who've been able to safeguard it and keep it secret. But now all of a sudden there seems to be some mysterious deaths and a conspiracy to potentially reassemble the pieces, and that's when the movie really begins to pick up. We're introduced to our main character, Shiva, just Shiva. There's no first or last name because he doesn't have a father. And as I learned in this movie, in that culture, you get your identity from your father. So no father, no last name. And after an amazing dance intro, I think it was called Dance Ka, we're introduced to the lovely Amrita, whom I recognized from RRR. She was Ram Charan's wife, Sita. And in this, she is just as equally charming and lovely. And then they find themselves embroiled in this conspiracy to try to keep the members of the Brahmanch alive and to help safeguard the Brahmastra. And I don't want to spoil too much from there. Go ahead, check it out yourself. It is a solid 2.5 hour movie. I think it might be about like 2 hours 40, maybe 45 minutes. It was really darn solid once you got past the 20-minute mark, and then everything suddenly started to be coming together. I don't know if it was just a cultural divide, but I try to pride myself on keeping up with movies, but by the time you get to the end, you will have wasted none of your time. I promise you that. Especially if you're seeing it with a significant other, because love is an essential theme in this movie, specifically the forms of it. And it is connected with our main character and his ability to control his own power through his passion. Not to spoil too much again, but solid themes, great characters, really darn good effects that keep you engrossed and engaged. I cannot recommend this movie enough. Now, is it better than RRR? I'm not going to say that. There's no way I could say that. But it is still a really solid movie. If I was to say how much fun I had with it, I'd say it was about on par with Pathaan. Yeah. And again, go ahead and see that if you haven't. Especially since Shah Rukh Khan, who cameos in this movie, he actually gets to be the main lead in Pathaan. But anyway, I'm getting all sidetracked now. Find a way to get out and see it. Well, I shouldn't say get out. If you have a way to watch it on Disney Plus or Hotstar, I'd highly recommend you check it out. Because again, it's only the beginning of this cinematic universe that they're making, and I am thoroughly intrigued to see how their weapons of myth and legend and how themes of old will go forward in this new series. But that's just me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I thank you for your time. Please consider liking and subscribing. But until next time, Webhead Mike, out.